The KTLA Morning News is an American morning television news program airing on KTLA, a CW-affiliated television station in Los Angeles, California that is owned by the Tribune Broadcasting division of the Tribune Company. The program broadcasts each weekday morning from 4 to 10 a.m. Pacific Time. The 4 to 7 a.m. portion is a general news, traffic, weather format. The 7 to 10 a.m. portion also features news, traffic and weather, but emphasizes entertainment and other light-hearted stories. Weekend editions of the program also air on Saturday and Sunday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. The 7 to 10 a.m. portion of the program was simulcast on its San Diego sister station KSWB-TV from March 7, 2005 to July 31, 2008. KSWB later relaunched an in-house news department on August 1, 2008, after switching its affiliation from the CW to Fox, and debuted its own locally produced morning newscast on the date of the affiliation switch. History. The program began on July 8, 1991 as the KTLA Morning News, anchored by Carlos Ametzcua and Barbara Beck, with weathercaster Mark Kriske and Eric Spillman and Michelle Ruiz reporting from remote locations. It was created under the direction of then General Manager Steve Bell and produced by Raymond J. Brune. Originally a 2-hour program airing from 7 to 9 a.m., the show's emphasis was mostly on news, with very little on light features. With the emphasis on hard news, the show received poor ratings and some negative reviews. Near the end of 1991, Joel Tater, a new executive producer, had been brought in to help revive the show by giving the show a more relaxed atmosphere by spreading out newspapers on the desk. The anchors, feeling that the show was in its final weeks, also relaxed and they started joking around. The critical moment for the morning news came in February 1992, when a series of rainstorms hit the Southland, causing severe flooding in the San Fernando Valley. At the time, the only other news programs on in the morning were the national news shows on ABC, NBC and CBS, which were all broadcast on a 3-hour tape delay in the Pacific time zone, with limited live coverage during the local news segments. Filling a need, KTLA set aside its normal programming and provided extensive coverage of the flooding that brought in large numbers of Southland viewers. Once the flood crisis ended, the viewers stayed with the show, and as a result, ratings improved dramatically. Another critical moment for the morning news occurred on January 17, 1994, when the Northridge earthquake rocked the area, causing widespread damage. Collapsing freeways sparked power outages, ruptured water and gas lines, prompted the stoppage of television and film production, and altered public events and flight schedules due to precaution closures in Hollywood and Los Angeles International Airport. The quake almost trashed the KTLA newsroom when reporters Eric Spillman, Larry McCormick, Stan Chambers and Michelle Ruiz were producing special reports throughout the morning. With the new relaxed atmosphere and a need to provide live, local news when the other stations could not, the show survived. The program continued to succeed even as the newscast saw new competition with the debut of Good Day L.A. on Fox-owned KTTV in July 1993. Around 1998, Michelle Ruiz left for NBC-owned KNBC and Jim Newman also left for ABC-owned KABC. On May 2, 2001, Barbara Beck resigned from KTLA with Giselle Fernandez later becoming co-anchor. In 2003, Fernandez left and was replaced by Michaela Pereira. In September 2007, Carlos Ametzcua left KTLA for KTTV to replace John Beard as anchor on that station's 10 p. a.m. newscast. In May 2013, Pereira left KTLA to become an anchor for CNN's morning news program New Day. In September 2006, KTLA changed the subtitles of each portion of the morning newscast. The 5 a.m. hour was renamed KTLA Morning News First Edition. The 6 a.m. hour was retitled KTLA Morning News Early Edition, and the 7 to 10 a.m. portion was renamed the KTLA Morning Show. The newscasts underwent another retitling on February 4, 2008 to bring the entire program back under the KTLA Morning News brand, with the hour of the particular portion of the program included in the title for the 5, 6 and 9 a.m. hours. On February 2, 2012, the KTLA Morning News was expanded by an extra hour, starting at 4 a.m. In April 2011, KTLA added a weekend morning extension of the newscast, airing on Saturdays initially from 6 to 7 a.m., later expanding to 5 to 7 a.m. in September 2012, and on Sundays from 6 to 9 a.m. On May 9, 2014, the Saturday morning newscast was expanded to 3 hours and moved to 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock a.m. in a uniform time slot as the Sunday morning newscast, and is currently co-anchored by Chris Burris and Lynette Romero, with Liberty Chan covering weather. All three also work during the week in other assignments. The addition made KTLA the fourth Tribune-owned station to carry a weekend morning newscast, and again since 2010, and Fox affiliates WXIN in Indianapolis and WTIC-TV in Hartford. Personalities: Sam Rubin, Mark Krisky and Eric Spillman are the only remaining personalities currently appearing on the program who have been with the KTLA Morning News since its 1991 debut. Current on-air staff: Megan Henderson, anchor; Sam Rubin, entertainment reporter; Mark Krisky, weather anchor; Jessica Holmes, anchor; Eric Spillman, field reporter; Gail Anderson, feature field reporter. Notable former staff: Carlos Ametzcua, original anchor; Asher Blake, Cher Calvin; Yomari Cruz, now voice actor of Sheila in Red vs. Blue; Elizabeth Espinosa, now field reporter for KTLA; Giselle Fernandez; Roger Lodge, the Sports Lodge sports talk contributor; Michaela Pereira, now with HLN; Michelle Ruiz, now president and CEO of Ruiz Strategies, and formerly founder and CEO of Sabre Hesa, a bilingual how-to site; Sharon Tate, now morning news anchor weekdays on KCBS TV.